That's also pretty cool. What do you guys think? What is your favorite fruit? Right now, my favorite way to eat bananas is in oatmeal with a little bit of honey and some peanut butter. It is kind of crazy to think that I've consumed thousands of bananas in my lifetime. Look, I think this is just from me tapping it, by the way. That's crazy. Okay, let's leave this banana alone. Next, we have a classic, an orange. I can't lie, I'm not the biggest fan of oranges. I like orange juice, and I do enjoy the flavor, but I hate peeling an orange and having the smell of orange stuck in your fingernails and just on your fingers in general. It's such a fragrant fruit, which is also a good thing, I guess. It's a really nice smell. It reminds me of chemistry class in high school. I think one of the first lessons we did was on the diffusion of matter, or just diffusion in general. And I think my teacher zested, is that the right word? Zested a fruit, or an orange. And all of us around the class had to raise our hand or something once the smell hit us. And it was just interesting because it didn't take very long for the smell of the orange zest to reach the back of the class. I do enjoy mandarins, and I think they're called sumo oranges or sumo mandarins. Those are more like finger friendly, if that makes sense. Like, it's easier to eat. This orange is pretty ripe. I can feel that it's firm but soft at the same time. Orange also reminds me, I don't know why I ever ate this, but maybe it's popular in other countries. There are chocolates that are in the shape of oranges, and they are infused with orange. Like, they're chocolates with orange flavoring added. The one time I tried that, I ate it because I love chocolate, but it was not the most pleasant. experience. I just don't know if those two flavors go together. They're great on their own, but together, I'm not so sure. Okay, that is the orange. It's quite nice. Next, this next one comes in a little plastic bag. I don't love plastic sounds, so I'll try to be gentle with this. Some of you may be very confused by this. This is called a choyote. At least in Spanish, that's what we call it. But I think in English, it would just be choyote. I think choyote. It is a type of squash. It's very firm. I believe it comes from Mexico. So I imagine a lot of Latin Americans will recognize this. Choyote, choyote, choyote. It's a very interesting fruit. I think it technically is a fruit because it's a type of squash. So just imagine what a squash feels like a pumpkin or something. It's very firm. I haven't had chayote in a very long time, but I remember it having a nutty flavor, like most squash. It's not very sweet. I've only really ever had it in caldo, which is stew, I guess. It kind of sounds hollow, but it's not. It's not like a pumpkin. This is very interesting. But yeah, it has like a nutty flavor. And it's not my favorite. I mean, I don't crave it or anything. But whenever it was in my mom's caldo, I would always eat it. One, because that's just what you do. But two, it's not, at least for me, it wasn't bad, but it was just tolerable. It was just tolerable. I'm very curious to know if there are any other cultures that use this often. Chayote, chayote, chayote. so we could get some good sounds. This one feels like it's half ripe. One side is very soft, and this one is very textured and hard. I'm not gonna lie, I may have mentioned this before, but I'm not a big fan of avocado. I like guacamole. I was gonna say it in Spanish, but it reminded me of like the memes people make of when non-Spanish speakers will randomly say a Spanish word in a Spanish accent. Like they'll say, I love guacamole, like super accented. So I was trying to avoid saying that, but yeah, I like guacamole, but I don't like avocado on its own. I guess I shouldn't say I don't like it. I don't prefer it. Like, I know some people could literally cut open. They can cut open an avocado and just eat it with a spoon. I wouldn't do that. But I know a lot of people love avocado. I know people use it in smoothies, on toast, of course. I think I would try it. I'd probably enjoy it quite a bit, especially with like some salt and pepper or something. But I don't crave it. I don't crave it like I crave banana every single morning. I'm curious to know if you guys have any fruits that you eat every single day. Like the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I wonder if there are people who have apples every day. Maybe you're an apple person. Maybe you have apples every day, or avocados, or oranges. And I mean raw, not like in a smoothie or anything. I feel like smoothies don't really count. I love smoothies, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like when it comes to fruit consumption, they don't really count. Okay. That was the avocado. Lastly, we have this lemon. I do enjoy lemon. However, I don't really enjoy lemon flavored things. Like, there's this Thank goodness.